No, they're playing.
So I hope he's not on character select.
No, they're going in.
he's super locked in for that character. Just like,
all
no,
right, good.
we
didn't miss the first 2 stocks this time, so that's good. Going into this, yeah, it's going to be Priya versus Mordex. This is very interesting. Okay, here we go.
Yep, staying fused though, a little early. Yeah, there's a split.
So the thing that I love about Yu's play style, right, is that he doesn't look at picking up the chakram as like get this thing off of me, and then splits it right away. He uses the split as a combo starter, which is how it's intended, right? Like, and you're talking about the design of the weapon. When you're fused and you do a split on top of your opponent, it knocks them up into a true combo. And the downlight also acts as a finisher when you fuse it back together, launching them forward. Doesn't get the side zig there, but Yu's starting off pretty strong here in game number 1.
Marckiemoo, though, did build up a lot of damage at the start of this one, so really could go either direction. Marckiemoo in that better stage position, misses the recovery, though, and Yus could finish this one off. No, the recovery actually beats out the downlight from Yus.
Let's see what Marckiemoo's going to get. Gauntlets coming up. Could go D-Light recovery. Going to take him down. Good start for Marckiemoo here in game number 1.
Couldn't juggle for a moment. Going to stick with the scythe. A little bit better early damage building options, but no, wants the gauntlet, just wants to deny weapons.
Side air's off to the right. Recovery, Nair, not going to hit either. Marckiemoo goes for a weapon throw and kicked away. Let's see if you can get this edge guard. Oh, okay. How do you finish off
with split?
With split. Chakram just throws the weapon away. It goes to the sword. Huh.
Little interesting there. I almost thought he was going to stay fused and just go for like a sidelight, because that projectile can actually jump.
Yeah.
But instead, he just wants to go for the sword for the consistent.
The dare is pretty good too. Yeah. Maybe he just accidentally threw the weapon. I don't know. We're going to find out. This has been a pretty slow start as far as all of our sets today have gone. Dragging us down here. I don't know, Duke. I'm like looking for that hook. There we go. That could be it. That could get me talking. Okay, Nairs are coming through. Now Yus is starting to hit a lot of hits here. Marckiemoo gets the double Nair, though. Triple Nair. Not going to hit. Recovery on the way back. Sweats to the stage. Oh, side air comes through, and Yus is getting enough damage now, but the ground pound hits. The clash is brutal. Yeah, you get a clash on split recovery. The exhaust recovery goes even less. You're not coming back from a ground pound clash.
Really rough spot for Yus there, but still he was able to get some decent damage. He's not quite in downlight side air territory.
And not D-Light recovery either on Fortress of Lions. Honestly, Yus just feels like this kind of feels like a tough matchup. I mean, I guess you did get a lot of practice during Springs. D-Light recovery.
The NA and the EUs, but gonna juggle for a moment. Definitely gonna stick with this. Honestly, the more that I see Yus play Priya, the more I feel like he should just be playing Asuria. Like, it's just like you're building up damage with this quick weapon, and then you swap over to the sword for the KO. It's kind of the same idea that you would do with Asuria.
The thing that I think, and shouts to our experimental cube that's active right now that kind of addresses this problem. A big problem with Katars for a lot of players right now is that because their strings don't juggle, they bring them back to the ground, and then the dodge comes back. It's just that much harder to play. Nice. We're seeing use of this juggle state just take the lead away from Marckiemoo. I think that's the main reason to play Priya over Katars right now. Is that you're just constantly just toss them up in the air, or instead of dragging them back down with a dare. Down six gonna do it.
Yeah. It was interesting there. He went for, I think it was gravity cancel side light, and then went for a side air there. He really wanted to KO to that bottom right instead of going for like a recovery, which I thought was kind of the obvious option that he would go for. Either way, Marckiemoo still manages to close that one out. I think the biggest problem for Yus right now is finishing the stock. He's gotten the damage lead at least a couple times, but it's like Marckiemoo who gets the stock first.
You'd think the sword would be solving that problem, but you're absolutely right. And then Marckiemoo getting some signature finishers there that not accustomed to seeing him use. Like Marckiemoo is not the Mordex that down sigs every stock to me, but he managed to do one there. Starting Miami Dome here for game 2. Marckiemoo with a lead. Yus on the sword, starting off pretty strong. Nair to Nair, not going to hit. Yus still looking for that weapon spawn, possibly. Strong hit, Twitch, maybe? No, all sorts so far.
No
it's good.
spawn.
It's good to know. Like we've got that evidence in the interview, right? Like when he's talking about the Sidra, means that it's not like his sword has gone without attention for a while. In fact, it's been the mainstay between all of his characters. Down air into down air recovery, going to get dive kicked. Use can't make it back. Weapon throw for extra damage, not going to hit. Marckiemoo takes the lead. It's been the mainstay between Jaeyoon to Sidra to Priya, right? Ever since he got off that vector. So that's been sticking with him no matter what people say about the weapon.
Fun fact.
Oh, go ahead.
I looked it up. In 2020, I think, or 2021, Hughes actually played Bodbar as well. So, like, he's been playing Sword for a really long time.
Ooh, doesn't get the down air right afterwards. Stayed fused for a little bit. Gets hit with that down air, goes all the way off the side of the stage, has to sweep back the stage. He doesn't have recovery. Nair hits, manages to make it back. Downlight into Nair recovery off the splits. Goes for the weapon throw and doesn't get the edge guard. Needs another downlight. Yeah, Hughes has been struggling so hard to hit Marckiemoo with the Chakram.
I do feel like he's kind of falling into the classic pitfall of Chakrams of like he's staying split for a really long time.
Yeah.
Whereas Marckiemoo's like he's getting into the red.
And then instead of fusing it back, he just throws it. Goes to the sword instead. I'd like to see him stay on the weapon a little bit more because he does get these bursts of damage on it. But no, he switches it and he opts to stay on the sword off that switch. Kicked out of the way. Maybe wanting to have Chakram primed for when his stock goes down, just staring over and over again. Marckiemoo getting a little trigger happy on the N6. That was twice in a row. Dodges the ground pound. Low on jumps here. This is great pressure.
All right, swaps to the gauntlets. Lots of options here, but the spot dodge in the face of Hughes means he's going to get hit.
Side out of the way, gets the neutral light, Marckiemoo off the right side, gets hit by the Sarah once again, and it's
setup.
Markiemoo's favorite setup, and he misses the jump, I think. I think he wanted to jump there, I'm not really sure. Yeah, what does he use it? What are you gonna do with the okay, that's good. He does the fuse hits him away, gets the weapon throw right afterwards, switches over to the sword. D-Light recovery's on the table now. Neutral light catches him. I think that might be it. Marckiemoo's got a dodge.
Yeah, gravity cancel side light. Hughes actually does manage to get that stock despite Marckiemoo looking solid. Now Hughes gonna swap over once those chakrams split.
This is the best game state he's had so far. Goes in for that neutral light opener.
Dude, Scythe Nair at the bottom of the map almost puts Hughes off screen. Like, that's a lot of damage on Hughes.
Yeah, he's, I think, heck, just side light, right?
Yeah.
Strong hit side light. Oh my goodness, but Hughes got the damage that he wants. There's a juggle state that he's been looking for.
Oh, the weapon toss.
Into the weapon throw and Hughes still managing to hold on. Gets a Nair, neutral light, Nair recovery. Sends Marckiemoo flying down here, not going to combo in anything. Finally goes down, but it brought Marckiemoo into orange. Looking like we're going to have an even game here at this rate, unless Marckiemoo can do something crazy. It's actually not that bad of a deficit. Splits the Chakram. Side sigs off the right side of the stage. We haven't seen too much of like landing side, like any light attack into down sig on the dodge away, which used so much during the Autumn Championship.
Also, like, really early on, Priya's used to really like sidelight into N-Sig, but it's going to be the recovery there, and Hughes actually gets the W.
Wow. That had that much power?
I mean, he was on the soft platform and a lot of damage.
Yes. I kind of disregarded Chakram recovery as a move that can knock out.
It still is functional.
Still pretty good. Obviously, he wins the game with it right there. And we're going to be going into game number 3. I do still think that... I think that Miami Dome's just so good for Chakram.
Yeah, I think soft platforms that are extra high are definitely very beneficial.
That's Miami
to
Dome
Chakrams.
and Western Air Temple in some states, right? Like if you wanted to make it so that Chakram could never down air again, go to Triplat. The Triplats have pretty low platforms there. But we're just taking them off the table entirely, so juggle state still on the table here for Hughes, but Marckiemoo, this is his comfort stage for sure. I see more World's End from Marckiemoo sets than any other player.
It is unfortunate though, because like if your goal is to try to not get KO'd off the top as much, like this still is a relatively low ceiling. Like you can see that recovery almost put him off screen.
It's not going to get you the same like what the heck situation as a Miami Dome side plat, right?
That's true.
Like if the whole stage is a Miami Dome side plat, at least you're not feeling robbed.
Weapon toss connects. Ooh, just off the mark with that down air.
And he just goes down. Just completely lost the stock on his own volition. That was not great. to say the least.
I mean, he saw the opportunity there. I think he just slightly misplayed.
But I don't know
that
if that dare hits and he chase dodges up. Does he even make it back?
Who said he chase dodges up? Maybe he goes for ground pound. Maybe he just bets it all.
And just trades?
Yeah.
Okay. Well, his risk-taking cost him. There was some consequences to it. And now it's 3-2. Yu's doing a great job here on the chalk.
Oh. Nice. Went below and then ends up getting that with the nair.
Man.
Good read on Marckiemoo's part.
Good read, good spacing, too, not to get caught by the blades on the way back up. And just like that, even game. Yu's yet to take a stock, according to the game system. Right?
Yeah, Marckiemoo, he's got a KO and an accident.
It would be funny if there was a player that just won events all the time, but like when his stock was red, he just ran off stage so that the opponent could never get knockout credit. Only that score like meant anything.
Me and twos. Don't give it to the opponent. Nice double ground pound there. You saw him sweat beating, so that second one was pretty much free for Marckiemoo.
All right, you still get to get a point on the board. Let's see if he can do it here. Falls to side air. That might be really risky. Goes for the down air.
I like that he's staying fused.
He is looking for that one strong hit. And he goes for the split to see if he can get the combo. And now it's that much harder to get the knockout. Like down air and side air, they're not going to do what you want. Ground pound hits, and that's it. Use actually goes down without taking a stock.
It's interesting how heavily the game state swings either direction. Like it's not really that close either way. But really well done on Marckiemoo's part. Really just kind of shut that one down.
That was a 2-stock. Really weird 2-stock too. Can you get the live stats to refresh? It's just gonna take some time. I don't control
the point at that guy. I'm just here.
It's loading.
It's loading. We got word from production. It's loading. That was the most interesting game statistically, I think, that I've watched so far. We'll have to get it later. We're going to be going into game 4. Okay. Well, and so on the topic of used counter picks, right? This is the stage that makes the most sense. So
I wish this is one of those situations where I wish I could see the map banning stage just to see like this was the lesser of the evils.
Yeah.
And so I'm curious what the other ones were, like probably Western Air Temple and then what?
if you're used and it's Miami Dome, Western Air Temple, and then you do like maybe a triplat, and if Marckiemoo's not willing to play on the triplats even though it's better, right? I think the only time that I've ever seen any region ever take the theory that the triplat stage is the counterpick to Greatsword was South America.
Yep.
And that was BCX Grand Finals, right?
Yeah, and that didn't work out.
but the idea was there, right? So when it comes to these South American games, I think I see the most. That's when I see the most strategic stage counterpicking going on.
Yep,
ooh, nice spot dodge on that. Downlight would have absolutely knocked out. Marckiemoo hurting here in game 4.
Okay, recovery on the side of Yu's. Going to get that first KO. Not too damaged as he sticks with the chakrams.
All right, let's see what he can do with them. So far, I have to admit, I've not been that impressed against Marckiemoo. He's not showcased a lot of the stuff that I was hoping to see. He didn't touch the wall, goes down without a scratch.
Yeah.
2-2.
Scared him off the stage a little bit. And that is going to be completely evened up, basically, until that neutral hit.
Chakram's off stage, been a little rough. Goes back over to the sword, tried and true. Looking for these down airs here. Marckiemoo just grabbing at the air, trying to bring him back down off the side of the stage. Gets one pummel in, doesn't get the dodge on the sidelight read, though, and we're right back to neutral. Wow, that splash.
Yeah,
crazy range.
Caught him.
Max range on the downlight there off the gravity cancel.
Nice turnaround neutral right there, catching Marckiemoo side air, another one.
Just neutral light, D-light side air. Good bread and butter. Ooh, double recovery. That's a good amount of damage.
More neutral lights on the side of Yu's here. Probably gonna go for another one. Yup.
Yeah, it's looking good. Man, you might as well play Jala with this playstyle, right?
Just high damage?
High damage, neutral light. Both your weapons do the same thing.
Yes, that's fair.
It's actually interesting that I think about it. Jala has been so underrepresented. There was a time, right? Without Pugsy and twos and top 2 anymore.
All the 3 defense legends have fallen away.
Which is too bad, because I think in theory, they're the best.
Marky, staying low, still gets a touch.
I wasn't sure, you know. Oh, he caught him at the top. I didn't even realize I had a hitbox there. Wow.
It's a blade. It's spinning.
Yeah, and it catches from behind. Okay, nice start there. Neutral light down air. What else are we going to get? Weapon throw. It's just going to be the stock.
One more hit. Oh, doesn't hit
Wait,
the down
Marckiemoo no dodge. So use. Okay. Down air hits again. Weapon throw hits. He has a recovery. Dodge. Does touch. And Marckiemoo wasn't there to be able to get the punish.
Gave a little respect. Didn't want to get caught by use on that.
Neutral light hits through the dodge.
Okay,
the dodge was too preemptive.
Active frames, baby.
I'd say most weapons, neutral lights are the best for punishing a spot dodge. Sometimes you get that perfect timing, but it's more luck than anything else. So now it's 1-1. Marckiemoo needs one more game. Hughes has been having some trouble here on the chakrams. Double downer. Okay, neutral light and recovery. That's a great start.
Ooh, there's
That's
a read.
what we're looking for. Neutral light into the down sig. The down sig off of any of the light attacks on the chakram just covers dodge through, dodge in place, dodge down. It's so strong. The only one it really doesn't reach is dodge up. And you're getting juggled by chakram so much. Do you really want to be dodging
usually
up?
You're not trying to stay in the air too long against chakram. Marckiemoo currently unarmed, eats the neutral light. Might be done for here. Nice, the nair.
Oh, and he gets through?
That was a great option there with the chase dodge up.
He has to dodge to the side to avoid the ground pound. Marckiemoo still going crazy unarmed. Hughes goes in for side sig, puts himself off stage. Nair comes through. Okay, he's looking for a downlight here. Needs to calm down a little bit. There's the downlight. Sidelight dodges out of the way. The Nair recovery gets it, and Marckiemoo goes down in a sigh of relief from Hughes. I mean, there was several times there where I thought Marckiemoo had just stolen the game.
Yeah, I mean, that unarmed sequence, I think, needed to go in favor of Marckiemoo.
I felt the sheer, oh my God, jumped out of the way of the car on the road in the last second because that ground pound came through where he dodged to the left. I don't even think that dodge to the left was optimal. He just wanted to get out of there as fast as possible.
Get out of the way of the raging bull, but that is going to tie things up there, 2-2.
Pretty close set between these two, and the stages have been pretty wild.
Does he swap?
Now when it comes to the stage bans, I guess Fortress of Lions, or no, what? Okay, well, I guess we're just here. Marckiemoo wants to play ball. I do think this works out really well for Hughes. He's gotten both of his wins here, mind you.
Yep, nice nair.
But that nair's going to stuff the recovery, and that's not looking good for Hughes. That's a super early lead. That was 15 seconds.
I was going to say, that last win in favor of Hughes, I don't feel like the map was that critical for what happened, whereas, the first one, the soft platforms definitely came into play.
Yeah, 100%. In fact, I'd say the map even, he's lost early stocks off the side both of these last two games now. Oh, Marckiemoo. Oh, man, that's a lot of damage to come back from.
Yep. Basically lapped at this point, a stock and more in favor of Marckiemoo. Staying grounded there.
Oh, side air.
Ground pound. Cut off the path.
Oh, do you like ground pound here? No. And what are you going to do? Oh, sidelight fuse. Could go for down air here.
No.
Splits instead. What is he thinking with the split? Neutral light down sig? You went from what would have been a guaranteed knockout on Fuse Sair to go for a read on the down sig. I don't know about that. Silent recovery. Loses the stock for it, too. You know what? Marckiemoo really earned this one.
Yeah, I mean, 3 stocks to 1. I can't overly fault Hughes just because I think he wanted the safer starter with that split neutral light.
I guess, but when you're playing Axe, do you look for the safer starter? Or
you use Axe neutral light for 10 minutes.
That's right. Yeah, I guess Chakram doesn't really have that. Does take the stock, but it's looking grim. Let's see what he's got.
All right, neutral light. Doesn't get the neutral air.
No nair afterwards. Gets pummeled for it. Sidelight, recovery. So much damage coming up from Marckiemoo. Sidelight recovery again. Dodges down that time. No juggle coming through. Marckiemoo using that platform to great advantage. Just gets right out of it. Nair recovery not going to hit. Yeah, Hughes just cannot get a hit. Sidelights. Fuses for some reason. What does he think it's going to happen?
He wants to do the split opener, right? The downlight to start?
Yeah, but then he drops it.
Yeah. Well, because he wasn't getting neutral light into the nair read, so maybe wanted something a little bit more secure with that,
if you're at a point where you have to put your weapon back together so that you can get a combo starter, that might be too much.
I don't know. He's still finding hits. Definitely still a full stock behind. Ground pound was a little greedy there, and Marckiemoo going to make him
that's going to be it.
Struggle for it. Gravity cancel. Gets him the touch.
He didn't gravity cancel into the downlight. Must have missed the input or something. Hughes manages to hold on. Ground pound comes through, gets the side air. Use can get the edge guard here. Down air into recovery. Not going to knock out for a while. Another recovery. Still not going to knock out. Dodges the side stick with pure movement alone.
Nice.
Does finally get the neutralite nair recovery that he's been looking for all game. And well, you know what, Duke? I think there's a way.
He is our world champion for a reason. If he can pull this off, he'll show everybody why he has been our world champion twice in a row already.
He's fusing for the poke.
Deep
That's
red,
what it
though.
is now. That's what I'm realizing. Recovery hits, Marckiemoo gets it, and that's another huge win for the North American fan favorite of Marckiemoo. Did all on the Mordex as well. Didn't even need the Mirage. The Mirage seems to be a counter godly tactics. And Hughes goes down 3-2. You know, after how I saw those game losses, it's pretty crazy to me that Hughes got 2 on the board. I think Marckiemoo just really had his number there. The chakra would look so clunky.
I had to look because I was curious for a moment.